Alright, let's get it. Oh man, episode 25. Yo, we got my brother right here. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, man, I met this dude from back when I didn't even start this podcast. It wasn't even, Diamond Cash didn't even exist that time. I'm telling you, remember in the movie theaters? Yo.
Well, first of all, my name is Rafael G.
That's why
I want to get this out the way. My name is Rafael G.
This is Raw and Ready today.
All right, today's Raw and Ready. That's the R&R show every Wednesday night on the LDM network. But I wanted to introduce my name is Rafael G. I'm a good friend. Like he said, that's my brother. You know, I've known Diamond Cash before he even had cash. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. We both work part-time in the movie theater, cleaning shit, picking up popcorn, you know, doing the sacrifice that you're supposed to do to get where you want to get at now. You know, like you say, he didn't even do a podcasting. Back then, I wasn't even wrestling yet. I wasn't even DJing yet. I was already a comedian and talk show host. Then I went into wrestling at the age of 45 and started DJing at the age of 45. And everything exploded after that. But watching my biggest, I say, greatest achievement was to watch him get where he's at today. Because I used to talk to this boy. This boy was a hard-headed motherfucker. He ain't listening to me. Y'all gonna pray for him. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk to him. And he was going through college and everything like that. And we started talking, and we've been brothers ever since. You know, just talking shit. You know, he's been there doing my surgeries and everything. Where, you know, I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, great. You know, man upstairs said you ain't done yet. You got things to do. This man, you know, he saw me come up from where we both saw each other come up from where we started from. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm in 15 years of doing the talk show. I was doing what they call podcasts now. Back 15 years ago when it was just MySpace. There was no Facebook. There was no TikTok. There was none of that. Yeah. When we was doing it, it was through Microsoft Player. So you get to hear us, but you didn't get to see us. You know, back then, MySpace was cool because you could put any background you wanted and shit, whatever music you wanted, and that's how we got started. And then all these people came after us and everything. It's been an adventure. It's good to see the way it morphed to where it is now and everything. And watching him do his thing, you know, you're satisfied because you're like, you gave him the advice, you talked to him. He could have said, nah, fuck this, and he could have taken another road. You know, unfortunately, people of our color take that other road because it's easy cash, fast making money and stuff like that. But you know, he went to school, took his education, and did what he had to do. So if I can help mold somebody in what I do, then my job is done. You know what I'm saying?
For all my audience out there, for all the audience out there, this is going to be explicit episode. Just let y'all know it's going to be cursing. You know, usually we don't, you know, we keep it very educational and everything, but this episode, it is going to be educational, but it's going to be funny. I'm telling you.
You know, it could be educational, but it doesn't have to be textbook education. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at it like this. A lot of people go to school. Listen, in my career where I'm at now, on my 9 to 5, I meet a lot of people that got 7 degrees, masters in this, and they don't know a goddamn thing. I'm keeping it as real as you can keep it. True. Yeah. They don't know a goddamn thing. And what I don't like is people who think that know everything and don't know nothing. Am I the smartest man in the world? No, but I know what I know. I will never tell you, yeah, I know this and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way you should do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People respect you more if you're real. If you're real with what you're doing, you love your craft, you're a comedian, right? No. Well, that's why I heard you were a comedian.
I didn't know people laugh.
Okay, so you talk a lot. All right, you talk a lot, right? Okay, so you know, but you're good at that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you should take that and do something with it. It's the same thing that I learned when I became a comedian through a mistake because I like impersonating people, especially like the inner circle, like you will do now. Like, yo, you don't do the hate it when Rich does this, or when this one does that. You imitate them. The way I became a comedian, I was making fun of my workers. We were just imitating their voices and shit, all that bullshit. One time, this girl, Shaquina, wherever you at in heaven, I love you. she invited me to a party at her house. So I went over there. All the workers were there, and she started with Ralph impersonate this guy, Ralph impersonate this guy. So I would do it, but after a while, you're like, wait a minute, am I your fucking personal clown at this party or what? After a few drinks, you start thinking stupid, like, I ain't the court jester. You know what I'm saying? So her man came up to her, no, I'm a producer. I wanted to see how you be yourself. Dude, you're fucking hysterical. You need to go on stage. And they're the ones that got me on my first stage in comedy. So then after that, it was 15, 20 years. I've been doing it ever since.
So can you talk to me about your first stand-up? Like the first time you went in front of a crowd. And how did you prepare for that? Did you come up with like a notebook full of jokes?
Dude, I wrote down a Bible. I did a whole Bible. Okay? A whole fucking Bible. And I ain't used none of them.
So you had like a whole Bible of like knock, guess
Yeah, should I talk about this? Should I do this? The book was like a phone book. I'm like, but you're only on stage for 7 minutes.
Okay.
So you're like, wait a minute, how the fuck am I gonna do all these jokes? So something told me, just go out there and be yourself. Because the biggest mistake that a lot of comedians do when they start, and I was one of them, you're trying to imitate your idols. Okay. Like my idol is Sinbad. I love him. Sinbad to me is one of the greatest underrated comedians out there.
I love this.
And he doesn't curse.
I appreciate that underrated.
Okay, and he doesn't curse.
Yeah.
Okay, and I try to be like him and everything. I did my joke. I did very well. I bombed the last joke. I just got nervous. After a while, I met other professionals in show business. No matter if you're a comedian, wrestler, singer, dancer, producer, wherever you at. In every entertainment industry, there's a lot of backstabbing people. So they'll try to give you the wrong advice. Best advice that I can give somebody is go to the ones that want you to succeed. You understand what I'm saying? There are comedians and actors out there right now that started with me. They're doing TV shows, commercials, and everything. And people are like, oh, but you were better than him. Why? I say, it's not my calling. That's God picks it. The callings. So you learn to your own style as the years go by. You become you. The biggest mistake you can do is try to be somebody else. Like, I love Sinbad. I love Bernie Mac. Richard Pryor, the greatest comedian of all time. I watched all these guys in their primes growing up. Watching Ralph Harris, Dave Chappelle when he first started. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up watching all those guys. You know what I'm saying? What we got? Let me get 3 tacos. Something. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's Jamaican, my bad. Let me get some breadfish. Got oxtails.
Come on now.
Patty, anybody want chicken?
You might as well vibe with that.
Yeah, right?
Want some Bob Marley or something, So, I grew up watching them guys. And then what I learned was that the best psychiatrist in the world is comedy. Okay? Whatever comedian tells you that he has a perfect life is a lie. Bernie Mac said it best. Where does your comedy come from? He said pain. Okay? If you listen to Richard Pryor, remember he was the son of a prostitute. Yeah. His father was a drug dealer. Yeah. And he took all of that and put it into what he is considered the top greatest comedian of all time.
Now, normally I would agree with you, right? But there are a few comedians that are right? Like Jerry Seinfeld is the first person that comes to
I call those privileged comedians.
Okay.
I call those privileged comedians. Why I call them privileged comedians? Because you have to understand, people of color, and I'm not racist. I got white girls who are my daughters. Okay? But they understand what I'm talking about because they've seen my side of the world. They've seen their mothers and they've seen mine. And they know, hey, I got to walk this line in the middle because my parents both had to go through what they had to go through. You dig what I'm saying? So I call those privileged comedians. Those entertain certain people. I think Jerry Seinfeld sucks as a comedian. I do too. But his show is hysterical.
It's hilarious.
His show is hysterical.
You ever notice how on the airplane they don't give you the peanuts?
Yeah. It's right. But because he's privileged, and I hate to say this, Jews run the world. He had that platform. But I think that what's this cat's name? The white boy who thinks he's black. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Yeah,
No, the one that's married to the black girl. He did all.
That's several. Is he from Atlanta, Georgia? Red hair?
Yeah, he's a comedian. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about this. I forget his name. Gary Owens.
Gary Owens.
Yes.
Okay.
Gary Owens was not privileged. He grew up in Trailer Park City. He married a black woman. He lived in a racist family. If you hear his jokes, he's telling the truth. Hey, listen, my parents weren't too crazy that I got a black girl pregnant. And that's how he became in the relationship he was in. You know what I'm saying? But his comedy hits everybody. He knows how to do it. We're a white people version and a black people version because he's married to this lady for so many years.
Right.
Will you say the same thing with Bill Burr?
Bill Burr, I'm not crazy about.
I like Bill Burr though. I think he's hilarious.
I'm not. You know, I grew up watching comedians that didn't have the platforms they got now to make it where they're at. You understand what I'm saying?
You mean like social media or something?
Yeah, like a lot of these comedians that are coming out now, which they are funny. I'm not saying they're not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not. A lot of Gary Owens pays his dues. Remember, Gary Owens was coming up before social media was successful. You know, Gary Owens, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart, all these people were one of the last generations before social media came out. Now, yeah, you see all their comedy, but you also see all their dirt too. See, when we were growing up, you didn't hear about the dirt. I didn't know Richard Pryor was a crackhead till I heard him say it on stage.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know that until he made fun of himself when he got burned basing. Okay, see, y'all don't know this, right?
I thought that was a suicide attempt.
No, he was so high, he was freebasing. And the shit exploded on him.
Wow.
And he's running around Hollywood Boulevard burning. And they were like, oh, he tried to commit suicide. He was like, no, I was trying to get high. So he made that joke. He made that joke on Sunset, Richard Pryor live on Sunset Strip, which is one of the funniest jokes ever. He goes, I know some of y'all were fucking talking about me. He goes, you think I'm not lying? He took out a matchbook and lit it up. He goes, what's this? Richard Pryor on fire. And people were like, oh shit. He was like, I got the, you know what I'm saying? So his comedy came from pain. My comedy comes from the life experiences that I experienced in life. You know, because what they call child abuse today was discipline when we were growing up. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? We know this. Right now, we can't even grab our kids. Shut the fuck up and kick the motherfucking ass. Without somebody saying, oh, that's child abuse. I'm calling ACS. Oh, Jesus. See, this is why black people and Latinos can't have children. They're killing them. They're teaching them how to be animals. You know, and I'm like, no, I'm teaching my kid that I will fuck your ass up if I catch you touching shit in the store, that if you break it, I gotta pay for it. That's all it is.
That's my childhood.
I'm not beating up my child because he's my child.
All our child.
I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's Republic?
Yo, I remember growing up, like people would compliment my sister and I, go, oh my gosh, you guys are so disciplined, your parents are doing a good
No,
job.
you were
Like,
scared
I
shit.
That's fair.
You were scared
I was always afraid.
You were scared
That was
shit.
100%.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, exactly.
Back in my day, your mother or your father or whoever raised you, rather it was the neighborhood big brother that watched you while you were growing up, rather it was your grandmother, whoever. Back in the days, it wasn't just your family that looked out for you. We had neighborhood cops that used to fuck us up and go to my mother and say, yo, listen, your son was trying to steal an orange at the fruit store. Oh, yeah? Oh, I'm gonna, with his daddy again, he gonna get fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can't do that.
I mean, those are some of the 5 scariest words any kids want to hear. Wait till your dad gets home.
Shit, man. Let me tell you something. I'm a pro wrestler. I fought guys that are 300, 450, 400, 500 pounds. No punch hurts harder than your father's. I've gone to street fights. I've gotten down with the best of them, got my ass kicked ass. But no punch is harder than your father's. I don't care how big you are. I remember being in my late teens and trying to act tough. Fuck. Bam! And I felt like Rocky. Like, yo, there's 3 of them. Hit the one in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, the way we grew up, so I took that and put it into my shows. I'm a big TV guy. You know, I got Fire Stick, but I still pay for Prime. I still pay for all this shit. I love watching movies. I love watching old TV shows. So I get ideas from that. I'm like, damn, I remember when this happened. I remember when I watch a show from the 80s and it'll bring back a memory. And I'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Let me put this in my, I remember when this happened. You know what I'm saying? And it helps out with comedy. You know what I'm saying? It helps out about bringing out who you are. Like I said, comedy is the greatest psychiatrist in the world because it's free. I don't care how down you are. How many times, honestly speaking, as grown men here, how many times you had a bad fucking week or a bad month, a bad day, shit wasn't going right at work, shit wasn't going right at home, fighting with your girl, whatever that you watch one comedy do and you forget for 5 minutes all your problems.
All the time.
Yep,
I used
all
to
the
grow
time.
up watching comic view on BET.
Yeah, just two. Just
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce, Kevin Hart, all them dudes.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac took me, let me tell you something. Bernie Mac took me to a different world. When I saw Bernie Mac come out, I said, I gotta step up my game. And I started impersonating him and used that in my set. Like, what if my father came home drunk and talking like a Spanish Bernie Mac because my mother beat her ass? What the fuck I tell you? I gotta tell you motherfuckers I was acting stupid and shit.
Yeah.
Your mama gonna fuck me up now because you motherfuckers acting stupid. Fuck out of here. Now I can't get no motherfucking pussy. Fuck you. You know? That's the way I looked at it. And it was true because my dad used to work long hours and put my mother in a bad mood. My mother was like, I ain't fucking. He was like, what the fuck you mean you ain't fucking? Your son went and fucking burned down some shit and I gotta pay for it. Oh, I'm gonna kick his motherfucking ass. I'm gonna beat his ass down. You know what I'm saying? So you put that into his, but it was real life shit. Like when I was getting high. My brother used to play tricks on me when I got high. He didn't get high, but he knew I was fucked up. So one day, true story, I'm not lying. We're watching Forrest Gump on cable. Dead ass, we're watching Forrest Gump. I'm high as shit. I'm literally fucked up on some good ass weed. I got hungry. Everybody know you supposed to weed, you gotta get the munchies. I went to the kitchen. My man, I took my mother's soup pot and put all kinds of potato chips in there. Cheese doodles, Doritos, onion and garlic, all that shit, making a potato chip fucking buffet. This motherfucker turned on the SAT button that makes English shows talking Spanish. So mind you, I'm fucked up, I'm already gone. So I come in, I say, okay, unpause it. Forrest Gump turned around in the park, like where you are right now, it says, "Tu quiero una caja de chocolate." I was like, what the fuck? I was fucking bugging. I mean, I was bugging. Tu quiero una caja de chocolate. My brother's just laughing because I'm like, wait a minute, how did this nigga know Spanish? You know what I'm saying? I used to bug out, I used to trip. I thought one day my legs walked out on me. I was thinking about, yo, I can't move. My brother was like, what was wrong? My legs got up and walked away. So my brother said, instead of saying, yo, you're tripping, relax, he went chasing after the legs. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck you doing to me? You know what I'm saying? So you take all of that, you put into your comedy, you do all that shit. And then, you know, the talk show came out. When I started the talk show back in 2006. We started in Brooklyn, in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. Shout out to George Diaz and Jagama's Radio. And he was, hey, I want to do a talk show. So we were all sitting down, just like we are now, talking shit on the mic. And the same day, Saddam Hussein is getting lynched after he got caught by the United States. But remember, everybody said, oh, you motherfuckers can know. We didn't kill him. We turned him over to his people. We caught him and said, yeah, y'all do what y'all got to do. The day he was getting hung, we're doing the show. Of course, you know, me being a vet, my family being vets and everything, we started goofing around about it, talking about it. Other comedians were saying it. So me and this other gentleman named Raf G, shout out to Ralph, we called it R&R because it was to be Ralph and Ralph show. I would be like the more militant type, and he would be joke. You know, he would throw in the funny side, you know what I'm saying? So we started doing that, and that's how we got, you know, you being a Jets fan, we had Tony Richardson on the show. We had Frankie Negron, who's a big famous salsa singer. We had so many people on the show that it started kicking off because we were able to be ourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said before, when you're doing comedy, when you're in show business, and you're opening up for someone, you can't be better than them. You understand what I'm saying? Because you get, now either you're getting love, it's like playing dice. You got to make sure you get that 7. There are times where I've done shows where Sinbad was in the audience, and you'll be like, well, how long you been doing it? I said, 5-6 years. Motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker. You know, I'm not gonna put you on my platform, but I can guide you the right way. So he got me a couple of shows for some college spots, which was nice to keep me away from him. And there are comedians who be like, yo, I want you on tour with me, or I want you to do this with me. So you know, it depends on how you play. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of cutthroats in the game.
So talk about how you maintain your 9 to 5 while doing your talk shows, wrestling, doing everything you can to master your craft.
First off, you need a support system. Because I don't give a fuck how bad you are. You can't do this on your own. You need a support system. When I was married, no, you know, not to disrespect my ex-wife, she wasn't very supportive of what I was doing because there was no cash flow coming in. You understand what I'm saying? The way it works is like this. The only way you're gonna make that money, what's worth more than money is your name. Once you put your name out there, people see what you can do. Somebody's gonna say, he needs to get paid for this. Which, you know, later on during the years I was. And listen, there was shows where I would get $200 for 7 minutes on stage. I was making prostitute money. I'm being honest. I was making prostitute money. Think about it. A hooker come to your house, she charge you $200. You come in 5 minutes, she making money. She did something good. You know what I'm saying? That's what comedy is. If I can go on stage,
Man, that makes so much sense right
Yo! Oh man, that's balls right there.
I'm being honest. I made prostitute money. I go on stage 7-10 minutes and I get $150, $200. Where are you gonna make that at? And I'm doing it legally. And all I'm doing is acting a fool. I'm telling stories. You know? The talk show and the comedy show is something that you have to be dedicated to. You're gonna get that hater in your ear. You're wasting your time. You're a clown. Why ain't you getting paid for this? It's just gonna be every weekend. This and this and that. But then you got that one that says, no matter what people tell you, don't stop. Rather you bomb or you kill them, don't stop.
Who was that person for you?
That person for me was my mom. That person for me was my mom. My mom and very close family. Hey, if you're making us laugh here, might as well go out there and do it. Become famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to be successful. Famous, you can be famous for anything. Sucking the president's dick, you're famous for that. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Thinking about it. Okay? Think about it. You know, you and I were talking about football, right? You're a Jets fan, I'm a Giants fan. You asked me who influenced you becoming a Giants fan. I said Lawrence Taylor. You said, oh, that cokehead, yeah. But he's a Hall of Famer, 2 Super Bowls. But nobody remembers that. They remember the coke. He's famous for that, but he's successful for being a football player. You did?
Associate yourself with that, but you're a sports fan.
Because you have to think about it like this. The great ones come from the bad times.
Bars.
That's true.
Take a look at Nyron's
The great ones came
Look
from
at Nyron's
the
face
best
right
of
there.
worst time. Think about it like this. I'll give you an example.
Zoom in Nyron's face
I'll give
right
you an
now.
example.
Zoom in Nyron's face right now.
But I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example right now. She's wearing a Malcolm X hat. Right?
That's our videographer, y'all.
Okay, she's wearing a Malcolm X hat. What was Malcolm X before he became the man he was?
Come on now.
Pimp. He was a pimp, a drug dealer, a drug user, and everything. Right? He went up for the Nation of Islam and said everything he said about white people and this and that until he found out what was really going on in the Nation of Islam. Because he went to Mecca and drank, like he says in his journal, I drank water out of a white cup. The man who was as white as the cup that was drinking it. Somebody taught me something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the great ones came from something. You know? Lawrence Taylor, yeah, he was a drug addict and everything. But that man changed the fucking game to where it is today. Michael Jordan, same shit.
No, that was not exception to the rule. Michael Jordan came from a middle-class family in North Carolina.
But Michael Jordan was supposed to be a baseball player. He was supposed to be a baseball player.
He wasn't. That's right.
Okay? His father said, fuck basketball, I want you to play baseball. The man said that, but I'm not good at that. This is where I'm good at. The man was born from New York. They had to leave New York to come to South Carolina and lead that life. So what I mean by the great ones come from the bad places. You see what I'm saying here? Look at half of these. Look at 50 Cent, one of the greatest fucking. I'm not saying he's the
From
greatest rapper.
Southside. We in Southside,
I'm not saying he's the greatest rapper, but he's successful. The man was shot 8 times.
9 times.
9 times. He walked with a limp. But look where he's at now. Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? The great ones come from the back. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali went to jail for his beliefs. He says, I'm not afraid to fight, but I'm not fighting somebody who didn't do shit to me. And I'm not fighting for a country that said, fuck you nigger in the street, but you go out there and defend our honor. You dig what I'm saying?
Go.
You know, you understand what I'm saying?
That's balls right there.
Because if you look at it like this, listen, I'm a veteran. I love this country. Regardless of how bad it is, I love this country. Because we're the only country in the world that even how bad it is, we have a chance to fix it. With our voices, with our rallies, with our voting, we're finally putting somebody out there who represents us. We have that right. You go to Cuba and say fuck Castro when he was alive. Go ahead.
You dead.
I don't care if you black, white, Chinese. You would have said fuck Capoon.
You're not walking away alive.
You're not walking away alive. Look at Mexico. The kid who's a fucking YouTuber got drunk on YouTube and said the truth about the cartels. Fuck them. They're making us look bad. They're killing their own people. This and this and this and that. That kid disappeared after that YouTube video came out. But we have the right to do that here. People might not like us. People might like us. Hey, listen. I'm not into politics. I don't like Trump.
Who does?
I don't like Biden either.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? At least we got somebody they can laugh at us legitimately. Hey, he's losing his mind. This motherfucker, they weren't laughing with us, they were laughing at us because of this dude. No matter what color you are, no matter what leader you are, no matter if you're Republican or Democratic, I believe if we got a pandemic going on, you need to put all that shit aside and say, our people are dying out there.
Exactly.
What do I need to do to get my peoples back up in shape? You don't fire people because they used to work for the prior administration that were doing the job that you couldn't do. You fired the whole scientific team that Obama had ready to go over to China and say, let's find out what new germs are coming out of there. You fired the guys who said we're sending people overseas. There's a virus out there. Let's catch it. Let's try to find an antidote for it or a vaccine for it before it hits our states. Because they worked for Obama. You said, get out. And what happened? And hold on, it wasn't Obama who discovered it. Think about it. George Bush before him had that shit set up.
Yeah.
He said, we got to do something. There's a pandemic coming.
And Obama
he was
backed
one of the
it.
dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. Couldn't even spell potato. And the man said, we need to build a task force that's going to help us try to find out what these pandemics are coming from.
Oh, man.
Obama just kept it going. This
But you work
motherfucker said,
together.
Your resume. Oh, you used to work for Obama now. You get the fuck out of here.
But they work together instead of
They
working.
worked together, exactly. You know what's that for Bush to say, that motherfucker's stupid? Think about it. For Bush to come out of hiding and say, that motherfucker ain't one of us. How bad was it? Terrible. You know?
He was the
regardless
bottom of the
who you
barrel,
like,
basically.
Who you follow, what your beliefs are, at the end of the day, all 4 of us are going to get up to go to work. We still got bills to pay. We still got responsibilities and all that. You know, I go to sleep all the time dreaming I'm a millionaire. I still wake up poor. But I'm rich in happiness. I'm rich in life. I'm rich to have the people that I have now for the last 6 years because I was humbled after my divorce to see who is really your supporter. You understand what I'm saying? I'm 50 years old. I just turned 50 in January. I swear to God, I turned 15. This man can tell you.
Don't look at it. Don't look like it.
Okay, and I started wrestling at 45. I went in when people were walking out.
That's over the age.
Okay. Oh, you too old. You too fat. You smoke too much. You too much. You fuck. It was my father's dream, who was an independent wrestler in the 70s, to have one of his boys carry the name and just go with it. It was only supposed to be one match. Rick could tell it was only supposed to be one match. One match. Been doing it for 5 years. You understand what I'm saying? Last January, I won my first singles world championship. Okay? In my father's honor. And I had people in my circle that were like, you do what you got to do. My brother served 27 years in the United States. Got every medal you can think of. 7 tours in Afghanistan. Okay? While he was one of the lucky ones to have a woman that supported him here. A beautiful wife. He got 5 daughters. That's my hero. I go to this, I look at his house, I see all these medals, thank you letters from Bill Clinton, George Bush, or Barack Obama, telling him thank you, signed for serving our country. I'm like, this guy's a superhero. Okay? When he comes to me, he says, nah, you got the greatest medal of all. You won Daddy's belt back. Something that I would never have thought that I would do in the ring. People, yeah, is it predetermined? Yes. But the bumps are real. I've had concussions, dislocated shoulders. And at 45, you don't heal as fast as a 25-year-old. You know, there's still extra ab bills I gotta take and shit, you know what I'm saying? But it was something that I wanted to do, and nobody can take that away from me. Because the biggest mistake that you can do in life is say, I should have tried.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
Man, what if I just made that left turn at Albuquerque? You know what I'm saying?
Right? So what sparks? So you're 45 years old, right? So you're 45 years old. Around this time you're divorced, right? What clicked in your head to make you go, okay, now I'm gonna wrestle?
My father's legacy. My father's legacy.
Did he pass away at that time?
My father passed away in 2012.
Okay.
And my father was a hard-working man. He was just like me, professional wrestler, had a 9-to-5, raising 4 kids. And I'm talking about in the 70s. There's no internet. There's not even cell phones. You understand what I'm saying? There's not even real cable TV out there yet. But he was out there promoting, doing his thing, doing shows every other weekend. Because he loved it. My father always told me, yeah, would he have loved to make money out of it, a lot of it? Yes. Every guy, all these young guys that go into wrestling now, they want to be in the WWE. You know what I'm saying? My father looked at it as, if you just in it for the money, you're not going to be successful. Because it takes away your passion of what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So, when my father started doing it, and my father was a clown. My father was a musician. You know, he made people laugh and everything. So my sense of humor, what I was told, came from my grandfather. My grandfather in Puerto Rico would go to the funerals of people that he knew that passed away in his town and told funny stories about them. Not that, God took him from us. He's not. No, he used to be like, I remember one time me and this motherfucker got high as fuck. And we ended up fucking 2 fat bitches in the jungle, and people would be laughing. So my grandfather was a storyteller. So that's, so wrestling is telling a story.
But why 45? What happened at 45?
When people tell me I can't do something, don't tell me I can't do something if I know I can do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, I went in when people were coming out, when people were tired. No, you're too old. You can't match up with these guys. I'm not a high flyer. I'm 6 feet tall, 260 pounds.
260 pounds. Sexy pounds.
I'm not gonna jump off the ropes, but if I was taught well, you can be taught to have a match, but you can also be taught to wrestle. See the difference?
Yeah.
I was taught to have a match on my first match. You're gonna do this, they're gonna do this, then you're gonna finish. Okay. I caught what's called the bug. When I went in that ring and people were cheering you on and all this shit, I was like, damn, I can do this. I got amped up about it. So I invested into my gear, and I helped promote. I used to make posters for wrestling companies. I used to promote, I got the talk show. I made a segment called Turnbuckle Talk. Brought independent wrestlers in. Got to eat off their brains. And they were like, dude, your character, your story, I suck it. I'm the worst wrestler you ever see. I'm just give you a kick, clothesline, body slam you, throw you off the top rope.
Do you have a signature move?
Yeah, it's called the sidewalk slam. It's the easiest shit I learned. So, but it's the story that you bring to the ring that
it's the
attracts the
character.
people. So if you promote yourself right, and you promote your story, like you and I, we're gonna work together for like 5 matches or 3 matches. Okay, we gotta build a story where people can pay attention to us. Our matches could suck, but it's the story. They want to know what's the outcome of the story. You understand what I'm saying? So they took my storyline, they used my father's death in my storyline. Like, in other words, here's a guy who's picking up his father's name, and I had guys disrespect my father's name, and they were like, we're not comfortable doing it, just do it. If this is gonna bring the people in, you gotta tell the story. So I'm the underdog, 45 years old, overweight, I'm not an athlete, and here I am in the ring, fighting somebody who's been doing it for 10 years. What's the outcome? A real life rocket story. You understand what I'm saying? So then when I evolved, I kept my father's name, but my character is totally different. I mean, I think you might want to show some of my pictures when you edit it. I got the Puerto Rican Punisher skull. The vest, I wear a mask and everything, like a luchador. Like a luchador, but more of a anti-hero. I'm a hero, but I'm not following the rules. Because you took away everything I got, now I gotta show you what I made. And that's the way it was for me in real life. You have to understand that you need a support system. The woman I'm with now for the last 6 years goes to all my matches. She's the best photographer I've ever had. She takes pictures of the whole show, takes pictures of my matches, and says, babe, which ones we keep? That's what you need in your corner. When I realized I was doing something right, when my son, who I love dearly, came to one of my matches, and I had him in the back locker room. Now I got boots that I was up to here long, and you gotta see that strategy. My boy's helping me out, and I'm in tears. I'm fucking crying like a baby. My son's like, Dad, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're supposed to be wrestling. Why are you crying? I said, because I did the same thing with my dad. See what I'm saying? So when I did that, and he told me, you know, Dad, if you was with Mom, you would never be doing this. Yeah. He was like, you know, nothing against her. Nothing against her. We just grew apart. She wanted to live one way, I wanted to live the other. So when I went in, it's because you told me I couldn't do it. Oh, you can't do it. It's just one match. It's a phase. You're not doing it for 5 years. I was tag team champion one time, and the company I'm working with now, which is Alpha Championship Wrestling, they came to me and said, we want to put a belt on it. I didn't ask for it. I helped them promote for free. I wrestle for free. I don't do this for money, B. That's what people don't seem to understand. What I do, wrestling, talk show, DJing, everything, I do it for free. I got a SoundCloud page with over 400 mixes. This man can tell you that you can download and keep, use it for whatever you want. You want to make money off of it, make money off of it. I don't do this for money. Because the big payout will come when he tells me it's time. It could be money, it could be peace with yourself. You understand what I'm saying? It could be, you know, having that core of people that you finally have, that you be like, I can die now in peace. You dig what I'm saying? All 4 of my children all graduated high school. None of them used drugs. Okay, I didn't raise them to be like that. You know, my 2 older girls were raised with their mom and their stepdad. I raised my younger 2. But they know each other. They talk with each other. 2 different mothers, they all look the same. The gene is strong, baby. So I gotta make sure that it survives. You dig what I'm saying? So for you to come and tell me you can't do that, don't tell me what I can't do. I do because I want to, not because I have to. Remember this, you could be with somebody. You don't have to be with somebody. It's because you want to be with that person. That person that loves you and does anything for you and sees you grow up and sees you struggle. That's the person you need in your corner. This man knows my circle is very small. As popular as I can be, my circle is very small. I don't do this for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? I've been invited to other shows. I don't feel it. I don't feel it because there's a fakeness in it. You want me to say what you want me to say. That's not the way it works. Exactly. Yeah. That's what guys was telling you before. Tony Richardson, New York Jet, hopefully a future Hall of Fame. I used to have him on my show, and we would talk shit. I never talked the NFL rubbish, and he loved that. He was like, finally, I get to be Tony Richardson, not Tony Richardson, the fullback. You understand what I'm saying? So, you guys, you're under 40 years old, 30-something years old is 65 in the NFL. Body of a god. I wish I had his body. I used to tell him, how much Chocho you get? He used to be like, thank you. How much Chocho you getting? Because I was your doorman for 2.5 years, and every weekend, during all football season, there was bitches coming to your house. I had to tell some, he's not here. Meanwhile, this nigga had orgies going on and shit. And you come down and give me a tip, listen, shut the fuck up.
Remember, this is how he talks, everyone. I know we don't usually get curses on the episodes or anything. This is the way how he curses everyone. So
no, because you know what it is. I grew up.
This is himself. This is him cursing. This is himself.
And I was taught to be that way because I grew up with guys my age. I hung out with guys my age, but I didn't grow up with guys my age. You see the difference? I grew up with older people. And they guided me to be who you are. My father always told me, a stupid question is a question that's never asked. You understand what I'm saying? You know how people, that's a stupid question. No, it's not. He asked the question. This motherfucker ain't saying shit, but he said something. Why is it stupid? Because he asked the question. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't ask, sometimes it's not the right question, but you're asking something, you want to know something, you're picking into somebody's brain. So I would ask questions all the time. You know? I was great in social studies in school because, Columbus ain't discovered shit.
That's what you all do?
Say that.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to do that in school.
And you know, people used to be like, oh, Rafael, but that's, no. You see, you're telling his story, not history. There's a difference. There's his story and there's history. You know, history shows he came where people were already here. Of course. His story is saying, no, I discovered those people. What, you made them? You discover a cure for cancer. You discover an antibiotic. You discover a cream that makes you look 10 years. That's discovery. You understand what I'm saying? Go to another planet. Discover life on there. We never knew there was life there. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to tell you the same thing. You didn't discover us. We were already here. You just showed up. You understand what I'm saying? So I was in school. I was a little bit of a clown. I was a troublemaker, but I graduated. I did what I had to do.
So what advice else would you give people that's listening right now from, working from where you are now to a talk show host, wrestling, everything that you're doing right now?
Also, I want to add to that too. How do you manage to do all that?
Exactly. Like, what's the advice? What's the advice?
The advice is
like, how do you have the time to do that when you have a 9 to 5 doing
24 hours a day?
Yeah.
Do you sleep?
Do you sleep?
Yeah, I sleep. I fuck too. You gotta schedule it. Why you think I got 4 kids? I ain't made 4 kids, but I didn't touch hands there. You pregnant? You know? You gotta have the passion. And like I said, no man or woman makes it on their own. You gotta have people around you that say, hey man, we're there. You gotta have that core of people be like, hey, that wasn't right what you said. You know? I get you, but there's a way you could have said it. You don't need the people to be like, man, nigga, just do what the fuck you want. Nigga, we're gonna make money, son. I'm the one going on stage. I'm the one that's writing shit. I'm the one that's in the ring getting my butt quick. I'm the one that's training. I'm the one that's trying to make mixes. Listen, he could tell you, I make at least 2 mixes a day. And I put it on SoundCloud.
Yes.
I'll give you my SoundCloud page, my man.
Yes.
You got 400 mixes that you can download. Everything from Spanish to hip hop, even that new shit that they playing on. I don't like it. Like,
I don't like it.
Panda. What the fuck? Panda. What the fuck is a panda? Whatever happened to hip hop?
Right.
Panda. You know what I'm saying? I just put up a whole Motown tribute. An hour of Motown. Jackson 5, 4 Tops. Fucking Temptation.
Marvin Gaye.
I got Marvin Gaye. I got everything in that, baby. I'm a musician. Listen, I grew up around blacks, Puerto Ricans, Italians, and everything in my life. I grew up in the real melting pot era of New York City.
The real culture.
I grew up in Alphabet City.
Yep.
I was born on 2nd Avenue in Nice. I was born in Bellevue Hospital. At that time, Manhattan was multicultural. I remember getting in the elevator when I was growing up, and a Chinese lady was talking to me in Spanish. I thought the dog was talking. I was like, what the fuck is this? She was like, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? I was like, what the fuck? Ah! Ah! What the fuck? Bruce Lee ain't supposed to talk Spanish? You see what I'm saying? And you know how I found out why she talks Spanish? Because she taught my father English, she taught her Spanish.
Oh, wow.
That's
Because
crazy.
we all grew up in the same neighborhood.
It's like the same person.
The same, yeah. I mean, it's like, I remember when I was growing up in the 70s in Manhattan before Christopher Street came out, which is the biggest gay populated area in the Lower East Side. When they were going through their struggles, when they were going through the real marches, I was there. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand, I'm the last era of AIDS, crack, okay? The blackout of 1978, I survived that.
You say you're born in 76?
I was born in 71. I was there when disco started. I was 4 years old when the Bee Gees, when a bunch of white boys came on standing up, niggas were like, yo, who these black dudes? When we saw them on TV, we're like, whoa! These niggas, they talk about jive talking. When I was there, like, holy shit. I grew up with Vietnam veterans listening to the Shy Lights, Blue Magic, Stylistics. I grew up to all of that. I had a black man tell me one time I was playing a mix. I had the Shy Lights, all these guys. He said, boy, you got nigga ears.
Buy me a Palmer.
I was like, what'd you say? He goes, ain't no white boy listen to music like that. I said, I ain't a white boy. I grew up in an era where everybody, I grew up in an era where Puerto Ricans had afros. You understand what I'm saying?
Because of black people.
Yeah, we're not denying that. We're black from the waist down now, but we good. Some of them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them. Listen, I had white girls who been black guys too. And some of them ain't as big as some of y'all say you are. I'm keeping it real.
You talking about the coon. Now you talking about the coons now.
Listen,
You talking about the coons
listen,
now.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you an example that was given to me by a black man. He says, in life you got niggas and you got black men. You got spics and you got Hispanics. You got crackers and you got whites. You got the Coots and you got the Asians. What's the difference? Tell me what's the difference.
I would say one group represents all the negative stereotypes.
Thank you.
There we go now.
Thank you. Listen to what he
So
caught
we got positive
He
and
caught
negative.
it. You know what he told me? He goes, the nigga goes out, rapes the woman, sells the drugs, makes babies that he can't take care of, robs people, does this, does that. What does the black man do? Gets up, goes to work, puts his kids through education, shows them the ways of God, no matter what God you pick, and tries everything in his power to give you that positive outlook to go out there and do something positive for yourself. Because money doesn't make you fucking successful. It's what you do and what you represent makes you successful.
So your mindset.
My mindset was set already. And that's when I started seeing how the world used to look at me when I was a knucklehead. I'm like, yo, I don't want to be that spick. I want to be that Hispanic man who takes care of his kids. I don't want to be that nigga. I want to be the black man who takes care of his children, has a family, a structure. I don't want to be that group that sells fake CDs and prostitutes. I want to be the group that takes his culture and makes something positive out of it.
I don't think I would call them that.
That's
ignorance.
No, that is ignorant. Come on, dude, think about it. Ignorance is doing something you know you shouldn't do and you do it.
That's very true.
That's ignorance. Doing something you know you shouldn't do and you do it. Man, I'm not talking about in a positive way. I'm talking about in a negative way. If I know I'm not supposed to put a gun out to you and take your money, why am I going to do that? That's ignorance. If I'm going to go out there and sexually abuse a child knowing I'm not supposed to do that, that's ignorance. Think about it. Half of the guys that are in jail right now, majority of the guys who are in jail right now, did stupid shit. I'm not no punk. My boy ain't going in. I'll go in for my boy. And now your boy's fucking your girl.
Right.
While you're doing 20 years.
Yeah.
That's ignorance. You see what I'm saying? That's ignorance. Yeah, in life you make mistakes. Damn, you know what? Maybe I should have never fucking robbed that guy, man. That money's probably for one of his kids. He probably got paid, finally I could buy my child the sneakers, and I took his money. Not only now the kid is suffering, but now my family is suffering because I'm doing 10 years for attempted robbery with a gun. You see what I'm saying? That's ignorance. Ignorance is not, is to me, is what we've seen happening in this world today. That's ignorance. From the George Floyd situation, Rodney King, whatever. The kids in the fucking border are being separated from the parents. That's ignorance. The Black Lives Matter, the majority of it is ignorance. And I'll say it, and he knows why I'm saying it. Because if there was no COVID, half of those people would have not been out there marching.
You did mention that.
Same shit.
You did mention that.
But think about it. Let's be real.
You said
Let's be real.
coronavirus. You mentioned that already.
Listen, I honor those that went out there and
TC
made
mentioned
what
that
they had
already.
to do. It had to be done. Protesting. Peacefully. Don't go out there and be the animals that they are, because that just makes us as low as them. Yeah, the Bible says an eye for an eye. The Bible does say that. Okay? It says an eye for an eye. But look, why did he say an eye for an eye? You understand what I'm saying? Read, really read. Don't just, oh, he said eye for an eye. Jesus did it, I can do it. No, there's a reason why Jesus did what he did. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to be religious. You know? But I look at it that if COVID-19 did not come out, half of my peoples would have not been out there, half of y'all people would have not been out there. Protesting for George Floyd. When Rodney King did what he did, that was justifiable for what they did in California. I give them credit. But they did it in the wrong name. See what I'm saying? We didn't have social media then. We didn't have COVID-19. We didn't have that stimulus check coming to your house. See what I'm saying? When Rodney King happened, I wish I was out there with them. Now, I wouldn't go after the innocent. I just went, let's go to Beverly Hills. Let's see how they like it. But our mistake is we went to the deli where the man once in a while gives you credit because you didn't have enough on him. And you destroy his store. Where your kids go get their little ham and cheese sandwich to go on a school trip. To the pharmacy that you'd be like, hey man, I only got $5. I need this, my wife is sick. Give me the $5, bring me back the rest later. Why you gonna do that for? You see what I'm saying? And these knuckleheads go out there, oh man, no, just a little piece. But a white man on video gave you $50, break that window. Shit, yeah, nigga, I just paid $50. We gonna get that bag tonight. And break a window. You dumb motherfucker. This is why we're here. This is why people look at us like animals. But right now, we can see people walking right by us and say, what are these? Are they planning a plot or something? Instead of saying they're making a documentary. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I don't look at color. I look at blood, because at the end of the day, you and me are worm food. You and me are ashes. You can have a gold casket and I can have a wood casket. We still gonna be shit in the ground when it's all over and done with. We still end up in the same fucking place, my brother. Remember this, you start dying the day you're born. So why are you gonna go out there and you're gonna be a gang member, fight for a block that you don't even own? Oh, we a crit, we blood, we Latin kid, we the fucking flying dragons, we the Jew screws. You fighting for something that you don't even own.
You said the Jews cruise? I can't with you.
Jews got gang members too, baby. I'm being real. I grew up in the Lower East Side, they're like the Jews cruise.
I've never heard that
Brooklyn?
in my life.
No, Lower East Side, man, Delancey Street. Back in the 70s, they owned all that shit, baby. You go to the Diamond District, who owns that? Thank you, Jews Cruise.
With the harmonicas?
Yeah, nigga. Listen, I've been to strip clubs with motherfuckers with yarmulkes and long ass fucking curls, rubbing on strippers, giving them money. I've been there. I've seen this. Lower East Side strip club, son, on Canal Street. Fucking stockbrokers going in there, fucking making it rain. They ain't the creators of making it rain. They had all that money. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Hold up a second. This nigga just sold me a. This nigga just sold me a fucking. I'm keeping it real. I seen this motherfucker sell me a bagel. And he got mad because I was 10 cents short. Oh, fine, you come here and you don't pay my fucking bagel. Fine. What's wrong with you? Fine. But they in the strip club going, make it rain, baby. Come on. All singles, no nothing less, and they're only gonna give you 100 in
So
singles.
accurate, the voice goes.
They're only gonna give you 100 in singles because the rest of the money they're gonna give you a shot.
Oh shit.
Jews are not cheap, they're smart.
Yeah.
Jews are not cheap, they're smart. Let me tell you something. From nice experiences, I've seen Jews donate more for children's charities than any other race in this planet.
Taxes, tax write-off.
Thank you. They're smart.
Gotta make the money back.
They're smart. Why do you think a Jew is bald up here and they got curls down here? Five. How much is it? I'm keeping it real.
Walk for that one.
I'm keeping it real. Yeah. Why you think?
I'm done.
Why you think? Why you think Latinos and blacks have deep pockets? Why you think Latinos and blacks have deep pockets? How many times? How many times you be like this, Daddy? I need $1. Hold on.
Yo, I'm weak.
You got deep ass pockets because you don't want to pull that $1 out. This boy knows I gotta get Lucy's there. This nigga asked me for a lollipop. And why you think my pants are always sagging? It ain't a style. Our pants are sagging because we trying to get our money. And we keep bringing our pants down. This bitch wants $20 to get her hair done. It ain't even her fucking hair. Huh? Keep it real. I'm keeping it as real as I can keep it.
Woo! My God.
What is the 9 to 5 that you currently
Fuck that too.
I work alongside with the FDNY. I can't say my company's name. Okay. But the company that I work for created a system that was needed to be done after 9/11. When the firefighters went into the World Trade Center 9/11, they only had a 30-minute window to communicate with their extra firefighters in the building with the system that they had at that time. Back then, you had to go to the floor and ring the fucking phone. Our system is what we call points on every floor, from the first to the 100th floor. All they gotta do is patch in the lobby through their radios, and no matter where their firefighter is, they can be in contact with them. But now you got a 2-hour window, not a half hour. That's why we lost a lot of people. You know, so that's why I work with companies.
Now, how much time? Is there a lot of overtime? Is there a lot of? Or is it a set 9 to 5?
I did a lot of overtime back when I'm in management now.
Okay.
So my overtime days are over. I did that so I could earn where I'm at today. But if I need to be out there with my guys, I'm there with my guys. I will go out there with my guys if I have to. You know, I got my technicians. I take care more of the shop issues. But if my technicians need help, I'm out there with them.
So you want to give a maintenance kind of?
No, we don't. We actually install the stuff. You know, and we do service. Like it's like cable. Verizon comes in, puts in the box.
Yeah.
If something goes wrong, who you gonna call? You're not gonna call Spectrum. You call Verizon. So that's what we do with us. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get to where you at. I've learned to work doing anything. See, my dad taught me rather you're polishing shit or you're polishing gold, do it to the best of your ability. Because you never know when you gotta go back to the oven. This man can tell you right here. Him and I cleaned shit in the toilets. Him and I picked up popcorn. Him and I dealt with the public. The public is ugly. The public is the ugliest thing in the world. Him and I seen that personally. Well, we've gone into theaters and we're waiting for people to leave and they got a whole thing of popcorn. They'll look at you and be like, I throw on the floor. It's their job to pick it up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Nah, we actually experienced that.
And what did I do, Rich? I mean, Diamond Cash. What did I do?
We've actually experienced that.
What did I do
We
that
actually
day?
gave
I grabbed this motherfucker by the neck.
Come here, man.
Pick this shit up,
Here
motherfucker.
go a broom and dustpan.
And y'all ain't leaving till
Pick
y'all pick
this
that
up.
shit up. Y'all try,
Right in front of a manager too. Right in front of a manager.
What the
He
manager
did
say?
that right in front of a manager.
Manager
too.
had nothing else to do. He had nothing else to say. I said, he said, at least you're getting it clean.
What are they gonna do? They can't do nothing.
I was the drill sergeant of that crew. If you made it through me, you go beyond what we did. You'll learn how to do the box office. You'll learn how to do concessions. You become a supervisor. You become a manager. Rich can tell you, I was the drill sergeant. They used to come to me. We got 5 new jacks. Me and Rich will look at them. Let's do a pool. $1. How long do you think they'll last?
Ah,
Less than 2 weeks.
Remember Maria?
yo,
Oh,
man.
this girl Maria. Oh shit. She had
Oh,
fingernails and a $3 bill.
Oh man, don't expose her on camera now.
Yo, Maria,
Don't
Maria,
expose
you's a
her.
bitch. Maria, you's a bitch. And you a Latina. You supposed to make me look proud. No, this bitch was lazier than a black man on welfare. Eyelashes out to here, son. I'm dead ass. She was, oh, what? Nigga, she was a Japanese animation star. She had eyelashes out to here. Nails this long. And she was Ecuadorian, not even Puerto Rican. She came from a country where they still ride fucking donkeys like Hondas. Swore she was black. Oh my God, Rich, am I lying? This bitch had good hair. She still put on a weave.
You said eyelashes like this.
Yo, my dude,
Y'all
I'm not
can't
playing.
miss this.
My dude, I'm not
My
playing.
man said eyelashes like
Am I
this.
lying?
Y'all cannot miss this.
Am I lying?
Yeah.
Am I lying
Just
though?
laugh, Nyron. I know you want to laugh.
She had good hair, and she still went and bought a weave.
She tried so bad.
Oh man.
Maria, we need you to clean the toilet. She's like, oh. She turned, she like she had a seizure. You want me to? What? No. Eyelash came off and shit. Fucking hanging like this, like a fucking old fucking extension cord. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? She swore she was black. Black people would tell her, stop. We already got done. We don't need no more.
Damn.
Latinos were like, you know what's that for? Latinos say, don't come back.
Oh,
You know what
snap.
that means?
We really exposing folks right now.
Don't come back.
Damn, you
Don't
Yeah, bro.
You ain't even gotta say her
Damn,
name.
bro.
I say her name. I ain't got no hair on my tongue. That's why my show's called Raw and Ready. I'm keeping it real. Yo, this bitch was that bad. That bad. Meanwhile, I had a kid. Remember the kid that had the handicap leg? Worked harder than her.
Well, what
He had
happened?
he had a
A prosthetic leg?
no.
yeah, he had a,
he had some type of disease where his leg was
Yeah.
like too much to the left.
Oh, okay.
But the kid worked harder than anybody you'll ever meet.
Yep.
I told him, why are you doing this job? And it's the first time I ever heard somebody think like me. He said, because they said I couldn't do it. This kid would go up the stairs in the fucking thing, carry a bucket, throw garbage in there, and sweep at the same time. Meanwhile, you got a bitch with fake ass nails, lashes, and she talking about, oh, I gotta go clean the toilet. Oh! That bitch didn't last 3 weeks. She went on break. We sent on break. How much long break was what? Half an hour lunch? 15-minute break. We sent her on a 15-minute break. Go take a 15-minute break. She said, okay. That bitch came back 2 hours later.
Oh, she didn't care.
I was like, what are you doing?
She don't want the job.
She was like, y'all told me to take a break, but y'all didn't say how long.
You get the job, you get told what how long the break is.
So she has somebody taking care of her whole life.
Yo, I'm serious.
Word.
Yeah.
I swear to God. And she thought she was sexy as shit. Oh my God, she thought she was saying, you know when you get a real ugly bitch and she thinks she's sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a big ass. No, you're fat. There's a big ass and there's fat. You understand? I got nothing against people. God made you what, but don't act like who you supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this bitch, she's supposed to wear that ass. She had no ass. She didn't even have a torso. I told you she was Ecuadorian. All she had was legs and a chest. There's no ass there. You see them little Mexicans selling fucking oranges? They don't look like Selena. Selena was from California. These Mexicans out here ugly as fuck.
Man, let me tell you something. If she's watching this, don't be surprised
Let
if
me
she
tell you
come at
something.
you.
I'm gonna keep it as real as I can keep it. I didn't know who Selena was until she died.
Okay.
My wife used to watch her shows. My wife
Exactly,
was
say that's true.
Well, my wife had a Dominican ass. That's why I married her. All her sisters had no ass. My wife was the only one in the bunch that God said just put a little extra in the back. That's why I met her. I was like, oh, she got an ass like that? Oh, come on, we talking. The rest of her family, they all look like fucking ironing boards. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know who Selena was. And she crying on one day. I was like, babe, what's the matter? Why you crying? Selena got killed. And I knew she used to watch the Spanish shows. I was like, who's Selena? She goes, look. I started crying. Oh, Selena. Why?
Hey, it's Nikki Billions with Nikki Billions Bling Boutique. I'm an independent fashion consultant. Allow me to help you accessorize your next event. My pieces range from statement pieces to simple pieces to bling pieces to pearl pieces. Allow me to help you give them something to talk about. Visit my website. It's www.paparazziaccessories.com/Nikki Billions.
You following on any platforms, by the way?
No, we haven't heard from this bitch.
Oh, okay.
How she used to walk? She used to walk like this.
picking up popcorn. Hey, I got a job. I'm like, bitch, you fired.
Yo, this dude is a comedian for real.
I'm telling you, and what I'm telling you is real life shit. He can tell you this is real life.
This guy is a comedian, y'all. I'm serious.
You know how much money we used to make in the movie theater?
I know you guys.
Nah, that gotta be off camera now.
Fuck that, I don't work for them no more. I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
You sure?
Damn right. One night,
sure?
I'll say it, Rich, because you know I gave you a cut of it, so stop talking shit. Oh, we going down together. You know how many wallets we found?
Oh, man.
We sweep it up. We had a routine. Rich will come this way, I come this way. Rich, I got one. Where? Right here. Boom, put it in my pocket. Boom, take it downstairs. Put it in the back of the garbage. Boom, 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 throw the garbage out. Yo, how much they had? 100. That's 50 you, 50 me. How many times me and this man didn't have money to buy nothing to eat?
You know, you're snitching on yourself
I
now.
don't give a fuck. I'm saying the truth. I'm telling everybody how it is.
Alright, okay. I'll just let you
Please,
know.
you gonna tell me that the managers that work there didn't take that shit too? You remember
please.
what? Remember what that? What was that black chick? What was that black chick that used to work with? Right like the big teeth. What was her name? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? She look like Pam from Martin. You know what I'm talking about?
All managers had a cut, man.
What was her name? What was her name?
You thought, which
Not the one that sounded like fucking Medea. The other one. Tawana Parker, something like that was her name. White boy filed
Tanisha.
Tanisha. See, he knew who I'm talking about. Her name was Tanisha. White
didn't
boy
want
found
to say it.
$600.
Shout out to Tanisha.
White boy found $600. She told him, we'll take it and hold it. Nobody claims it, we give it to you. That night, all the managers went to TGIS for dinner. Where'd she get that money from? Cause
Mind you, none of
that white
nobody
boy,
else got a cut but the managers.
that white boy's still waiting for his money. To this day. It's past 30 days. Where's my $600?
No, come on, man. Don't be snitching on everybody now.
Fuck that, I'm taking everybody down.
Oh, shit.
Because they were probably talking shit about me. I'm keeping it as real as I can keep it. I found Bose headphones. I found Dre's Beats in a package still. Because they would go shopping on Steinway, take the fucking things with them to the movie theater, and leave with the shit there. Yo, nigga. And my kids were thieves too. Because every time I brought the good shit home, they stole it from me. My girl had brand new fucking Dre Beat headphones. Well, those are mine, not anymore, Daddy. You can't take this to work with you. They're gonna know you stole it. We found money. This man can tell you. That's why I believe in God. There was times when we had no money to get nothing to eat. We had to eat popcorn with cheese. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
I was saving money that time.
Yo, you full of shit.
I was saving money.
Full of shit, Rich. You full of shit. You
I
go
was
on
saving
break.
money.
You will go on break and walk around the lobby looking like I hope somebody drop a hot dog or something. He knows I ain't lying.
Oh,
There was
man.
time we had no money. And with the grace of God, we picked up this water there. $200, $70, $80. And we split it. Now we can go buy our 50% off hot dogs and popcorn and soda. Don't talk shit, because you know we used to go to the back and eat the little hot dog things that they used to leave in the back. Remember them shits? Oh, don't talk shit, because you used to tell me, Ralph, call me on the radio when they shut down. It'll be 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. They're going to throw that food out. Rich, what? They got 17 hot dogs and pretzels. Let's go. I'm coming. Fill up a cup this big of fucking nacho cheese and dip them motherfuckers in there. That was our breakfast, lunch, and dinner sometimes.
You see that?
That's terrible.
Yo, that's
Unlimited drinks.
I mean,
soda
you gotta
we can
understand
drink,
when you have no money, and
my man, when you
and
gotta
really-
survive, you
You gotta
survive.
survive. You survive.
Yo,
I know we talk about the ingredients and everything, how healthy you can be and everything.
nigga, when
but
you hungry, let
when
me
it's
tell you
stuff like
something.
that,
I don't give a fuck
that's
who
an
you are.
emergency.
I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be hungry as fuck. Hungry as fuck. No, I got pride. Fuck out of here. A White Castle burger tastes like a steak. When you hungry as fuck. I'll be like, shit, I'll make believe I'm in Peter Luger's with this motherfucker. I'm keeping that real. How many times we used to bring popcorn home? Freshly made popcorn that we're gonna throw out.
Yeah, everybody used to take that home.
I used to bring a bag like this so my kids could leave me the fuck alone. My kids were like pigeons. I just throw on the floor. They were alone. Leave me alone. Here, motherfucker. Leave me alone.
I felt now. I don't want to take too much time as like the work that we used to do. I feel like the audience need to hear about your past work when you said you wasn't happy at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the audience need to hear this.
Yeah, I was at a place.
This went out when you was working at Regal too.
Yeah, I was at a place where it was very bad. You know, they were. I wish I could say their name. Mr. Steve. They created electric boilers where they would use it in hospitals to sterilize medical equipment. And then somebody decided, hey, we can make little ones and put it in rich people's house. They have their own saunas, their own steam baths. I was working at a place where I was on call 24 hours a day. There was times this man can tell you, I'd be at work 3 in the morning, go work at the theater at 5 to 2 in the morning, to come back and work at the theater the next day. I was unhappy as shit. So one day I was like, fuck this. You know, I made a move, and the rest is history. But it was bad. It was to a point where he was like, yo, calm down. Fuck this. I want to rob somebody in the movie theater today. I want some money. I want something. But it was bad. It was bad. But then, you know, like I said, when you have that core, when you have somebody that pushes you or sees something in you that the person you're with at that time does not see, and they're like, hey, you're better than that. Why you ever done this? Why you never did that? That's what helps you push. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time where I was going through my divorce and my separation is where I met the lady I met with now. Now, my wife and I were still living in the same house. We were like roommates with kids. We had a room, I had mine, the kids were in the middle. One day I said, I can't, I'm not gonna pretend to be happy and keep my kids happy. My kids were older now. They weren't 2 years old. My kids were 14 and 20. You know, so they never said, oh, they caught my daddy with another woman. Daddy went to them and said, I'm seeing somebody else. I'm not happy. And they were like, you and mom are better off single anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't leave them until they left first. But if I left, it's abandonment. He left for another woman. I said, you find your place, I'll help you move. And then I'll find my place. I had a 3-bedroom apartment. I had everything. But I'd rather live in a box and have nothing and be happy and have everything and be miserable. Because I was miserable. And I found somebody that was going through the same thing I was going through, so we could relate in what was going on. Related on it. And one thing led to another. 6 years later, yeah, we've been through ups and downs. There was times I wanted to strangle the bitch. Like, I didn't want to hit her, but I wanted to shake the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? And it's learning curves. And recently, you know, there was a time when we thought we weren't going to get back together. But she made a complete 360. She realized her faults. What needed to be done. And I realized I need to forgive her like I was forgiven. I was given extra chances in my life. Growing up, you made a mistake, I can make it up. You know, I tried drugs, I left them. I was a drinker, I stopped drinking. I was a womanizer, now it's time to settle down. I was lazy, so I was forgiven for that. So when you don't forgive somebody for their mistakes, but you still love them, you become them. Because now you're angry at them. You hurt me, you know, you don't see your faults. So you become the bully. So whatever they do, you're gonna hit them back 20 times faster. Well, something told me, don't do shit. Let her make a fool of herself. And let's see if she realizes. And that's what I did. And then she backed up and realized, oh, I fucked up. I had somebody who was good to me. You know, and not that she played me or nothing like that. It was just stupid things that she did that caused problems. And she made a complete 360. And now I'm more at peace because I'm like, you see, I didn't have to force her to change. She did it on her own because now that didn't take my energy. It took hers. And now she's at my level, but she's like, now I know what you meant. When you're up here causing all this bullshit, you gotta come down. Nothing stays up in the sky forever. That's why there's a thing called gravity. It pulls us down. See what I'm saying? So it brought it down. So things changed from there. And now more stuff is happening. Because now I'm focused on doing what I do. And I have that person back where it's like, whatever you want to do. If you feel comfortable with it, do it. If you don't, not that person like, well, I don't know. I don't think you have it in you. She's like, hey, listen, go do what you got to do. I'm there. Am I happy about some of the matches you had? Like a street fight match and all this shit where you're getting hit with sticks and everything? No, she's not happy about it, but she's watching because she knows me. She knows if I get hurt, she's going to go in the ring. Stop the match. She's hurt. She's done it before. Like, tell the referee, stop the match, stop the match. No, we can't stop the match. Well, do something because he's hurt. How do you know? So look at his eyes. He's there, but he's not there. I caught a concussion one time. I'm still in the match. I see you. And you and I are supposed to do a routine, but my head is going, stay still. I'm not moving, motherfucker. What do you mean stay still? And it happens. And that's when you get the person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at life, man. You gotta look at life like a show. You're the star. You gotta make your script. Don't let nobody else write your script, man. Write what you feel like you got. Listen, I got people that hate me left and right. You're too arrogant. You're a big man. You don't care. What do you mean I don't care? I do care. That's why who I am today. I do care. This man right here knows I love him like a brother. I used to be in his ear all. He could tell me. We would have arguments. Whoa, Malcolm, fuck Malcolm X. You're not Malcolm X. You're Diamond Cash. You understand what I'm saying? So we would have these arguments, but I never disrespected him. I don't say, oh, you think like a fucking nigga. Oh, he told me you think like a fucking stick. No, I think it's an older man trying to teach a younger man the right way. You can have a father in your household. You can have a mother, grandmother. Sometimes they're not the right ones to teach you where you gotta go. You find it somewhere else. You find that diamond in the rough somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? I was fortunate where I had a good father. That even though he divorced my mom, he was there, but he wasn't there, but he was there when I needed him. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what they went through as a kid, why they got divorced. It's none of my business. Because at the end of the day, that's still my mother, that's still my father. Now, if he walked away, turned his back on me, God bless you, fuck you. I had uncles, I had older cousins. I worked with old, because I always looked older for my age when I was growing up and getting jobs where I was 16, I worked at the Statue of Liberty, I told him I was 18. And I was working right next to Method Man before he became Method Man. His name is Shaquan. That's what we used to call him back then, Shaquan. And he'd be in the locker room doing his beats, talking shit. I was like, dude, you got talent. Yeah, this, that. Divine, their manager, was a fucking chicken cook. At the Statue, we were selling chicken, fish, french fries, hamburgers. I leave, go on my merry way, join the service, come back, do whatever I gotta do. One day I'm watching the fucking videos. I came to bring the pay. I was like, this motherfucker is doing his shit. Look at him. Years later, people used to be, oh, you don't know him. You're full of shit. Blah, 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 blah. Years later, I'm working at the airport. When TWA was still existing. This is how old the story is. Wow. TWA was still existing. Domestic terminal. Departures. Black guy comes up to me with a limo. He goes, hey, sir, I was security. I used to make the cars move. Sir, we have some celebrities that we have to get them through to the airport. Is it okay we can park here with special permission from the authority? I was like, special guy. You ever heard of Wu-Tang Clan? I was like, yeah. I said, tell Shaquan. I said, what's up? One of the guys says, whoa. How you know Met? I said, tell him Statue of Liberty. Tell him Hulkster said hello. The reason why I say Hulkster, he's a big wrestling fan. He's a big comic book fan too. Yeah, he's a big wrestling fan. So I used to impersonate Hulk Hogan when we used to get high on the fucking circle. Yeah. Well, you know something, brother, and all this shit. He's like, oh shit. This motherfucker came to me. Hulkster, what up, my nigga? People were like, you know him? yo, my nigga, what's up? He go, why don't you come say hello? I said, I didn't want to ride your dick. Congratulations on all your success. I'm happy for it. Nah, man, fuck that, son. Come here, son. Yo, where can I smoke this fucking blunt? I don't like going on planes. I'm security. I know where to go. I said, who's coming? Yo, I got RZA. I got. I said, I can't bring the whole clan. Man, fuck them other niggas. Ain't no other car. Just me and RZA. This nigga, Ghostface Killer. I used to cook with them motherfuckers making chicken. Let's go to the back of the TWA. There was a section where it wasn't next to the planes, and it was like a neutral section. You thought Snoop Dogg can smoke? These motherfuckers, like we are right now. I'm getting high with these motherfuckers. I'm on the job.
You don't care about job security at all. He didn't care about shit. Don't care about job security. He was on meth. He said, all right, bet.
And he's telling my people, yo, tell them that time we went to Madison Square Garden and watched Hulk Hogan fight. Yeah, shit, oh, dude, nah, I wish I could. I haven't seen him, like, I saw him when he came back.
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him. And then that's when he started really blowing up. But people were like, nah, you don't know. I swear to God, this dude, oh, Star Wars. If you think I'm lying, watch the documentary of Wu-Tang Clan when he goes back to the statue. You know, that's my first job. Right? I used to work with him. 7 o'clock in the morning on a Circle Line boat, going to the Statue of Liberty. After we loaded all like the food and t-shirts, everything onto the boat, we would be on the top deck. 7:30 in the morning. He was like, check out. What the fuck is out? Years later, this motherfucker's putting in a song. Dead ass, man. I can't make this shit up. I'm serious. When I saw him, he was like, my little brother was young at the time. He was a big Wu-Tang fan. He signed a picture and everything. My brother still got that picture to this day. He was like, yo, Hulk. They were like, why they call you Hulk? So this the biggest Hulk Hogan fan in the world. So you'll do that shit. Well, you know something, brother. And the motherfuckers were high. Oh, shit, this nigga's the Hulk. One of the best times of my life, man.
So bringing it back to 95, currently, right along, and you still have to go do shows, you still have to go do your podcast. Where do you find that extra drive, that extra push to continue doing this?
Right. I don't care how big you are, how strong you are, how fast you are, how smart you are. You don't got this, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. I've seen guys bigger than me, strong and everything, fucking pussies when they see a rapper. Oh, it's a bounce. Oh, I'm not jumping over heights. You need that here. You ain't got that, you ain't got shit. You ain't got that. Listen, God made us in different shapes and forms, different colors and everything, right? Whatever God you believe. You only got one soul. See what I'm saying? It's what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people with disabilities that have gone beyond what people say they could. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, wow, if I had his soul, what could I have? You ain't got that, man. You ain't shit. I'm 50. I don't act 50. I act me. I act me. You know what I'm saying?
The audience already experienced that for the past hour and a half now. Curse somebody, you're a comedian. All of that. Like, there was even no introduction. You just went off.
You gotta, because that's the way, in order, you know, I'm not doing this to take attention from the show. You brought me on for a reason. He knows why he brought me on. I did this to let people know what there are really people out there that can do it. You know, if I can influence somebody who watches the show to say, damn, I'm a great artist, let me start my own comic book. Then put your comic book out there. What's the worst thing that can happen? Somebody says no. Oh, I don't like it. But what if you get that one person says, hey, that's different. This ain't the typical Batman shit. This ain't typical super. Whoa, I like this shit. Why do you think those shows now, Bad Boys and Invincible, are more popular than Marvel and DC? Because they're doing what those guys want to do. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I do my show. Yeah, everybody has, there's 100,000 millions of talk shows on the internet. But I want my show to be like, yeah, he's talking about Kim Kardashian, but what are they doing over here? They're making some noise. Somebody just broke a bottle. Somebody just said, nigger, he ain't even black. Why did he say nigger? And then you say your story. Grab that attention. It's how you present yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be glamorous. You can wear the finest suits in the world and still be the biggest dick in the world. Or you can go down just like we are today. Be somebody with a sense of life, a sense of reality. You don't have to have a sense of humor. Just a sense. Have some sense. That's what they always tell you. Don't you have any sense? They're not talking about sense of humor. They're not talking about sense of self-pride. They're talking about sense. Do you have any sense in your head? You understand what I'm saying? You remember your parents telling you, boy, don't you got any sense? That's telling you, hey man, you know what? I gotta get my shit together.
Question. So when the pandemic happened, how did you like do the stand-up thing?
We did it. The clubs were closed.
So did you do live? Like,
TikTok, baby. I went TikTok crazy. This man can tell you. I went TikTok crazy. I was making videos every 5 minutes. I was bored as fuck in my house. Somebody said, yo, you ever tried TikTok? I said, you ever tried? Oh shit, I could act. I could do this. I could do that. And I started putting it up. That can tell you. I put it up, tag everywhere. I was tagging people every day. I was getting reported for tagging people. No, you're not tagging nobody on this one. You gotta wait 7 days. Ah, fuck you. Put my videos up. And I got messages. Dude, I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. No. You know what was that? The Rough Riders on the budget. They're called Tough Riders. It's tough to get gas in this motherfucker. Dirt bikes. They talk shit about us. And meanwhile, they don't want to take the Puerto Rican engines from Hondas and put it on one. So I was saying TikTok. I put the videos out.
how's your TikTok following now?
It's not that big, but I get a lot of views. See this? It's Facebook and social media is like this. Everybody will view you, but not everybody likes you. Because they're like, oh, I don't want. Let me use this idea. I don't care. I'm not looking for thousands of people. I'm not looking for millions of followers.
A lot of people want to
For what? For what? Now you got to get somebody to help you run your page. Listen, I got my wrestling page, my DJ page, my page, okay, and my show's page. That's 4 pages I got to watch. Maybe with all of them I got 4,000 followers. I'm good. Let me put my video out there. You share it. It's your job to share it. That's why I put it out there. Then if somebody sees it and recognizes it, hey, this guy's kind of funny. What else does he do? You understand what I'm saying? It's like I said, appearance and your name is more important than money. Okay, I've been doing comedy for over 20 years. I've been in contests all the time. Yeah, I won some, I lost some. The ones that I lost, I should have won. But the guy who won never got booked again. Why? Because somebody in the audience says, I like him better. The only reason why he won because he brought 30 people to the show. See what I'm saying? Let's go by the audience. No, let's go by judges. And I bet you the outcome would have been different. So of course, your people are gonna, even if you suck, they're gonna yell for you because they want you to win that $100 prize. That's the way it is. You put it out there. I'm telling you, I've gotten messages like, dude, tag me every day. As long as you're making these funny videos, dude, like, oh, I go to work and show my friends. You're fucking funny. Or, yo, I love your mix. I'm rocking that shit in the warehouse right now. Niggas, you're gonna get this person following. Sure enough, so-and-so is following. So-and-so is following. I'm like, okay, it's doing something. It ain't. Listen, you can have all the money in the world. You could be the richest man in the world. And when you die, everybody doesn't remember you.
You have to remember.
I'm out there to be saying, damn, this one time, Rafael G, I was down and out, had nothing. And this nigga made me laugh so hard that he brought my spirits up and I got up and got a job.
Now, going back to your comedy, you said your style is more of like a breaking style. What do you do to keep the material fresh? You know what I mean? What's your routine?
Pay attention. You pay attention. If you pay attention to what you want to do in life, it'll come to you. Like right now, I could do a comedy show about this. I say, I was the only white man with 4 black people. I thought I was gonna get robbed. You know what they did? They took me to get some ribs. We had cornbread together. We lived together. We had a good time. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you take what you know. You have to. My comedy is about life.
It's all your experiences, human.
Everything I went through. You know, like now my kids are getting older. My girl. I remember the time I found out my daughter had titties. Where the fuck you going with them 2 muscles on your chest? Dad, this is my breast. I'm growing. No, you're not. You're not going out there. You're not going out there. Dad, I have to go to work. I don't give a fuck. I'll pay for your fucking school. You're not bringing them titties out there. And they'll be like, fuck you, Dad. Things about life. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about life. You gotta take what you can and work with it. You know, Rich can tell you, I've had material in that fucking job that we had together all the time. I never saw an Indian person. They had Indian movies, remember? And some of these were tourists. They never saw a bathroom, an automatic bathroom, flush by itself. The funniest thing in the fucking world. Motherfucking Iraqi and taking this shit. Motherfucker gets up and the shit flushes and he's running out the thing because he thought a ghost did it. He's like, what happened? He said, Abdul said that he didn't touch the button, it flushed by itself. He thought it was somebody in the thing with him. Hysterical, bro. That's hysterical. I can't even think about it. They ain't never seen an automatic toilet flush. That motherfucker ran out like somebody was gonna bomb him. He was like, Allah, fuck you. See when that nigga was gone. You see what I'm saying? So you take from life. I'll give you a true story. I used it, and this is a true story. I never thought of it being in a skit.
Oh man.
True story. I have a character called Special Ed. And people look at me, Special Ed, you're Special Ed. I never made fun of Special Ed needed people. I played them to make fun of normal people. Special Eddie was a film critic. And he'll be talking about some shit. He'll be like, yo, I just saw that stupid movie with Rocky, Sylvester Stallone. That motherfucker's retarded. See what I'm saying? I'm not making fun of a special needs person. I'm playing a special needs person that's making fun of normal people. And people were like, oh my God, how are you gonna do that? Watch this. There was a story one time, what's her name? Anna Nicole had that baby and she died. All these people saying, I'm the father. Special Eddie was like, no, I just took a DNA test. I'm the father. And people, wow, because they caught the joke. Yeah. Everybody wants to be the father because this bitch is going to be rich. See what I'm saying? The Special Eddie character was inspired by my cousin Eddie, who is a special needs person. People of color, we don't treat special needs persons fragile. Oh, gotta be careful, we can't do that.
No, they talk to them anyway.
Be like, boy, get your retarded ass out of here and fuck your ass up. That's the way we are. That's the way we are. That's the way we are. My cousin Eddie was like that. Yo, what's up, niggas? What's up,
They go right along with
No, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes, this nigga used to be like, yo, roll the blunt for me. Yo, hey, what you want, yo? You got something, man? Yo, I bought a 20 pack here, nigga. Go in his pocket for 20 minutes trying to take out a 20 pack. So let me get out for you. Fuck you, nigga. I got hooks, nigga. That's my 20. For somebody, yo, here's my 20. But one of y'all niggas gotta roll it for me. Why? Because I'm drool too much. Y'all niggas complain it's always wet. That was my inspiration. Yo, that was my inspiration. This boy gave me that inspiration to create that. When you see somebody talking shit, you be like, what's your uncle say? He's full of shit. You know, I didn't even learn something.
My fault. Yeah, my fault. It was a fly.
I look like I'm a pit now. So, you know, that's the way we grew up, man. We grew up
So we almost pressed on our 2-hour mark. TC, Nyron, any
This
questions?
is all jokes, yeah. It's all
Any
jokes.
questions
But
for
it's all
you?
real.
But I appreciate you being so like yourself. Like,
Yeah, you have to. It's, you know, if you're gonna tell a story, say it right.
yeah.
You know, and what's the best way to tell a story? Telling a story of how you experience it. Don't make it up. You know? Don't sugarcoat it. You know, all my routines and everything are based on something that I lived through. Like I remember getting high as shit and thinking that Marge Simpson was the sexiest fucking cartoon character.
I don't blame you. I actually don't blame you at all. I don't. I see it.
Yo,
Really?
I see it.
Really, Nyron?
Yo, I had dreams I was doing them.
Mark Simpson, I
And she was like,
absolutely see
oh
it.
my God. Take it, baby. Give me that butterfinger. Oh my
Yo!
You got me laughing at that.
Yo, you got.
She's calling me Poppy. Come on, Poppy.
Yo, tell me you do a routine on stage.
I do. I use it.
That's hilarious.
It's a true story.
That's hilarious.
One day I was there just watching the
This is
Simpsons.
gonna sound weird. You ever use that in your life?
My girl's a freak. She always put on your wrestling match in the boots bag. Pound me like a powder. You gotta understand, I got a white girl with a black girl's ass and a Puerto Rican attitude. I got the best of all three worlds. He can tell you, he met her. My mother swore to God she was Puerto Rican when she met her. She even paints her eyebrows. And she white. Okay? And my mother was like, she's Puerto Rican. No, ma, her last name is Oaks.
She white.
No, papi. White girls don't look like that. They don't talk like that. She'll be like, yo, what's up? All this shit. Smart woman. Why? Because she grew up with her. I used to tell her, baby, big white girl. She was like, white girl? She was like, hell no. I love that Puerto Rican. That motherfucker eat everything. We don't leave nothing out. She's like, that was your toe. Where was your toe? I've given her the black kiss 100 times. When a woman gets up and cooks you a meal, not a sandwich, a meal. Like, baby, I'm gonna make you rice and beans, chicken, salad, potato salad, and juice. You're doing something right. She comes to me, you want a ham sandwich? And then you better practice on your skills. You better go down there. Especially when I lost my teeth because I had an accident. I used to take all my dentures and gum the shit out. Yes!
Yo. Oh man. Yo, listen, guys. Like I said, this is the Raw and Ready episode. This is explicit content in this episode. Listen, this is him being himself, y'all.
Before we go, I just want to say I congratulate you on what you become. And I mean this with heart. Like a little brother that you saw grow up and be like, yeah, he's headed the right way. You understand what I'm saying? And what you guys do here and bring information to people, whether it's political or religious, or whatever the situation is, you're doing something that a lot of people wish they can do. Damn, I wish I could have somebody to hold my camera so I could say what I gotta say. Not realizing they can take a tripod, put it on there, and speak with something and start something. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do to make people laugh. I do what I do for you to forget your problems. Because we're all going through it. We all going through it. Rather them guys over there or us, those two people over there, people back behind us, we all going through something. That once in a while, give me that, hey, you okay?
Hey,
Let me make you laugh. Let me make you do this. Let me do that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember, God can make you the greatest person in the world, but you don't need to be rich about it. Because our King had a crown of thorns. He is the greatest man that's ever walked this planet. And even he had problems. Dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know why I learned that? You ever watch anybody Indiana Jones?
No.
I have not.
Go watch The Last Crusade. Which one? With Sean Connery.
No, which Indiana Jones?
The one he did with Sean Connery. Yeah, Sean Connery played his father in the movie. Sean Connery's father. The Last Crusade is called. Sean Connery's character gets shot in the movie. Okay, now they're looking for the cup of life that Jesus had. All right, he gets shot. The person who's defending the cup says, "Pick the right cup that the king had to save your father's life." So it was Indiana Jones and the bad guy. The bad guy went in, grabbed the cup that had rhinestones, jewelry on it, everything. Took the water, drank it, turned to dust. Wait, that's the cup of the king. Sure. Indiana Jones goes and finds an old copper cup. Takes it, drinks it, he's alive. Takes it, pours it on his father, the wound goes away. Remember who our king was. Our king had a crown of thorns. Wasn't all jewelry, wasn't all that. He wasn't a man of material, he was a man of life. You went for the material, you saw the hunger in it. Instead of taking something simple, change your life. That's the way I look at it. I don't need the fancy cars, I don't need all that, bro. Pussy, no matter how rich or how poor it is. My dad, I know there's a lady here, I'm gonna keep it as real as I can keep it. My daddy said women are like Baskin Robbins. There's all 31 flavors. But at the end of the day, it's still pink in the middle.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't say how's the sex.
Oh yeah, he explained it. I don't have to. He told us before. I even had a question to ask about the sex.
I see you kind of quiet today. Yeah, you kind of quiet today, not wrong.
He's saying everything I need to hear.
Okay.
Listen, my man,
Everything I need to hear.
I got a freak just like me. I'm happy with her. Like I said, she a white girl, black girl's ass, Puerto Rican attitude. I got everything. She can go into places I can't. She'll be like, hi, I'm Marjorie. Oh, really? She does? She can do that. She wants to. So there's times when she'll come up and be like, yo, nigga, chill. I'll be like, alright, man. Shit, don't make me take these off. I'll fuck her ass up. I'll be like, alright, baby.
Any last questions, y'all?
My question again has to do with sports. How do I convert you to it? What happened?
Oh,
your
man,
older
here we
brother.
go.
No, your
Here we
older
go.
brother. Your younger brother. Your younger brother saw the light, right? You saw the Jets and even what they were about. You had 20 minutes. What happened with the Giants? Why would you go for the coke smoking, stealing, hooker banging, miscreant that was Lawrence Taylor?
They want to add any more?
Why not go for the standard? Why not go for the organization that hired Mark Sanchez as the quarterback?
This will answer your question. You had one time in your team a guy who did the coke, drag, womanizer and everything. You won one Super Bowl with him. Okay. Let me finish. And he was a white boy wearing a fur coat talking about like, my name is Broadway Joe. Listen,
hold on, let me finish. Was the man.
Okay, and you won your Super Bowl, right?
1969.
Okay, but he was a white version of Lawrence Taylor.
No, he was not. Hold on, wait. My guy was Mr. Cool.
Okay.
This is live, y'all. This is live, y'all. This is live. This is live, y'all.
I had a coke head, a dumbass white boy with big ears that beat the greatest quarterback of all times twice in the Super Bowl. So you tell me, who am I going to cheer for? A bunch of dudes that go to the AFC and they do this.
But it was Mark Sanchez, Puerto Rico. It was Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez was Mexican. That's why they didn't win. Wrong ball.
Yo, did you just say Puerto Rico? Did you just say Puerto Rico?
I'm answering my question. Mark Sanchez. Hold on a second. Whoa. Just because we all Spanish doesn't mean we represent. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
He said Puerto Rico.
I know I ain't lying. O.J. Simpson forgot he was black since he wants a Heisman. Lionel Richie stopped being black when he left the Commodores. Mark Sanchez forgot he was Spanish when he joined the Jets.
No, you can't get away with that.
Yes, you can.
You can't remove the Sanchez.
Tell Sanchez to speak Spanish. You would have been like, I'm going to Taco Bell's.
Well,
I had a crackhead, a retard, and a fucking bullshit ass racist coach, and I got 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but that's not work for a Super Bowl.
What you had?
We had Broadway Joe. We had Geno Smith.
Where they at
another
now?
black quarterback.
Where they at?
We had Mark Sanchez.
Where they at?
Took us to 2 AFC championships.
Okay, he took you to AFC championship game. Remember, in the Super Bowl, nobody remembers who's in second place.
We have a Middle Eastern coach now, Robert Saleh.
Okay.
Middle Eastern.
Okay.
Diversity.
You know you're losing this, right?
I'm sorry, man.
You've been going
Remember when I tell you, in a championship game, nobody remembers who's in second place.
Oh man, yo,
That's true.
yo.
And we beat the Patriots. And it was the retard that did it. Oh, that's Peyton Little's brother. He's a retard. He'll never win the championship. Beat Brady
Yeah,
twice.
but that was off of 2 lucky throws. Helmet cap like this?
Yeah, and you know who caught it? A crackhead who's on coke that made that fucking cap. I rest my case, Your Honor. It was nice joining y'all, but I'm going up the block get some soul food because I want some squirrel.
Wait, and then final thoughts. Okay. Your final thoughts first. Then you know how can we get your social media information.
All right. Contact you and everything.
Okay, y'all can reach me on Facebook, Rafael G, RAFAEL_G_EE. From there, all my pages are connected. Same way as on Instagram. The R&R show has its Instagram. It's THERAANDR show. You can find that on Instagram, and you can find it on Facebook. TikTok, same thing, Rafael G. My show is on every Wednesday night, live, 7 p.m. on the LDM Network. You can catch us on the LDMnetwork.com. YouTube, our replays on there, but we do it live on Facebook Live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's uncut, raw. So, if you get offended, tell your mama to put your Pampers on and put your seat.
It's not as sensitive.
Everything we have the links below.
Yeah, links in below, everything. Yeah.
Huh?
The SoundCloud is the same.
SoundCloud? No, the SoundCloud is different. The SoundCloud is a page that I've had for the last 5 years. There's over 400 mixes on it. It's DJ LG. D-E, it's all capital. DEEJAYL.G. The reason why I got the name DJ LG, I gotta give credit to my boy Drunken Monk, who gave me the name LG because he couldn't say Rafael G when he was drunk. He was like, Rafael LG. He was like, nah, I'm just gonna call you LG, motherfucker. That's where the DJ LG came from. Nothing special about that. But thank y'all for having me on the show.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming.
Definitely. Thank you for coming, man.
I hope that one day, while I'm still alive, that your Jets will win one.
Thank you. We're gonna get
The
there.
only good thing you have on is a Yankee hat. You know. Okay, so what? But you live in Queens. How come you don't cheer for the Mets?
Grandma. Oh, my grandma.
You know why? Here's one Louis as well. 226. That's all that matters.
No. It's grandma. It's really grandma.
Listen. Okay, so grandma had better taste than you. Maybe. Okay. She had better. Grandma, you raised them all semi-alright.
Yo, for the audience, what do you have to say about them before we close out?
About who? The audience or them?
No, the audience. The audience.
Audience
That's listening right
Final
now.
thoughts to the audience. At the end of the day, there's still good people out there that do their job to protect us. At the end of the day, it's just unfortunate that the media shows more of the bad than the good. Because I know plenty of cops that could have arrested me for the dumbest shit in the world, but kicked me in the ass and says, "You're not worth it. I'd rather catch the big fish, the shark, than the little fish." You know what I'm saying? There are good people out there. No matter, listen, there's a racist in every color. There's a racist in every color. Okay? Hispanics don't like each other because we're from different countries. You guys might like each other because you're from different neighborhoods. It's the same thing. There's a ghetto in every country. Every country has a ghetto. What we make of it is how we survive. Okay? Hey, I don't agree with Biden. I don't like Trump either. You know what I'm saying? But at least now we got somebody who's trying to unite. The other guy was divided. Hey, yeah, those black people marching over there. Those white guys were nice too. Meanwhile, they're the ones that ran. So that's another story. You know what I'm saying? No matter what color you are, no matter where you came from, no matter what you worship. I don't care if you worship Allah, Jesus, Moses, whatever, a rock, a fucking bottle of water. At the end of the day, when we are born, we begin to die. When we die, we all die the same way. We're going to the same place. That's the dirt. What your soul goes, that's up to you. At the end of the day, we are all human with just different flavors. That's all it is. It's like going to a buffet. You got your chicken wings, you got your ribs. You might like both. You might not like chicken wings. You might like your ribs. But you're going to eat. You're there to eat, right? So it doesn't like, we're here to learn. Take it as a buffet. Taste everything before you judge it. Don't be like, oh, I don't like that because it has grease on it. But you got this fucking steamed broccoli shit that don't taste like shit. I want some flavor in my life. You know what I'm saying? Just take it like that.
All right.
That's how you want.
Rafael
Thank
G,
y'all
y'all.
very much.
You already.
Appreciate you, man.
Already,
Thank
y'all.
y'all very much.
That's all.
I hope this goes on HBO. LeBron, fuck you. I don't like you. Michael Jordan was better.
No. Don't be dissing LeBron now. That's my guy.
Stop.
LeBron's my guy, okay? LeBron's my guy.
you foul him,
LeBron's my guy.
Republicans wear sneakers too. That's your guy.
Yeah. Talk about. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, Nyron.
Damn right.
Shoot.
If he winning, I'm winning. He winning. I don't care what sneaker he's in. I'm gonna buy.